Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So, in this video, what we're going to talk about is how I smacked Google today for 70%. All right, smack Google today for 70%. I'm going to break down this trade for you guys so that you guys could learn and get better at this game. So, I tell myself this all the time, and I want to tell you guys this as well. Rob the market before the market robs you. Say it again. Rob the market before the market robs you. Okay? Now, a lot of you guys don't understand the whole name of the game is to get in and get out. Get your money, go live your life. Living on the charts is not freedom. Say that. Living on the charts is not freedom. If you're day trading, sitting there watching the charts for 5 to 7 hours a day is not freedom. I don't care if you're making $300,000 a minute. It's not freedom because you always have to be there. The whole point of this game is to get you some money and going up out of there. And every day you are growing your money. That's all it's about. It ain't about getting rich all in one sitting. It ain't about getting rich in one day. You change your life over time, not overnight. You get rich over time, not overnight. So rob the market before the market robs you, and then you sitting there looking stupid, mad, frustrated, got fumes coming out your head because you just got robbed. But you was up in that trade. You was up in the trade, but you was being greedy. Then you got robbed. But you ain't get robbed, you gave it back. So we robbed Google today before Google robbed us. And I'm going to break this thing down for you guys. All right. So let's go to the Google chart real quick, man. Now, nothing that I say in this video is financial advice, y'all. If you guys want financial advice, go talk to a licensed financial advisor. All right. Now, I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it again. The stock market is designed to take money from you and me. I'm not exempt from this. The stock market is designed to take your money. It's designed to take your money. So you got to keep that in mind when you trading. And this is why I say stay off them little small time frames. Stock market is designed to take your money. Now, smack Google today. Let's go. Okay. So, first off, I missed my entry on this 200% beauty right here, right? So I was like, dang, right? I was mad at myself. Missed the entry. Spreads were a little bit wide anyway. But I was looking at Google and I said, okay, we got something here. Why did we have something? We had earnings, right? We had earnings. Okay? They beat earnings. They did well. They gapped down still. And I said, okay, maybe we could push up. Maybe we could push up into this gap right here. So then I was on the charts and I said, okay, let's look. Now, I was on the 15-minute at the time. I was looking at the 30-minute, the hourly, and all of that stuff. And then I came down to the 15-minute. Right? So what did I see? I saw we had this 3-bar. Okay? I saw we had this 3-bar right here on the 15-minute. So, and look how many 3-bars we got throughout the day. This is actually a lot. This is a bullish day. I think they're gonna keep going higher. But we had this 3-bar on the 15-minute time frame, right? Now, go to the higher time frames, and what do we have? We have a order block. I was on a 30-minute time frame. We had this order block up here at 332, 333. Okay, so this was gonna be my my price target if we was really gonna just run for the day, because Google be running sometimes. So I kept 333 in mind. I came down to the 15-minute time frame, and I said, okay, bet. We got this 3-bar. We was about to close. I saw that we was getting ready to create a fair value gap. Okay? So where's the fair value gap at? It's right here and right, well, it created right here. Okay? But at the time, well, it wouldn't have created a fair value gap just yet, right? So this one, it did create a fair value gap. When it opened up, right? When the fair value gap opened up, it was right here, right? So we had a gap between these two, right? Now, once this candle closed and finished, then it was good money, and it already came down into the fair value gap. But at the time, there was a fair value gap, and it was all the way down here. So what did I do? I said, all right, let me wait for the pullback off this 15-minute time frame, right? Let me wait for the pullback, and then we're going to ride it up to the high of this candle. We're going to see if we can go up here, and then we're going to see how high we can go, right? All right, cool. So then what happens? I took entry on this candle about right here. Yep, about right here. It pulled back a little bit. It was looking like it was going higher, so I took entry right there. Right, I took entry right there. Boom. Okay. Now, it pulled back all the way down here, back into this fair value gap, as you can see. It pulled back into here. So at this point, I was down by 34%. Okay. I was down by 34%. I said, all right, it's holding this structure right here because I came down to the 5-minute and I saw that we were right here, right? We were right here. So I said, okay, we're holding this structure right here, right? We're not rejecting hard. We just had to get above these pre-market highs, right? We didn't have any crazy levels or anything that we had to break through. So I just said it was just a matter of patience, right? It was just a matter of patience at that point. So then what happens is we're stuttering. And then we start coming up, and then we go 2 up right here, right? We go 2 up right here. Now I'm back in the green. We're up some 10% or so. Boom. Right? It went 2 up right here. Okay? That's when I knew to definitely stay in this trade. Once we went 2 up, right? Now, when I took entry at market order. Okay? And once I took entry, I was down by about 10%. Right? Upon entry. So, and these were 0 data expirations also. If I would have got into limit order, I probably only would have been down maybe 2%, or I probably would have been at 0%, right? But I did market order on this trade because we were trading 0 days. It was pretty liquid, right? Cool. The spread was like $2, so it wasn't nothing crazy. Ended up being down negative 34%. Held, stayed patient. The pullback wasn't nothing crazy, right? I knew that they was coming to hunt these stop losses right here, right, to this previous low right here. So I gave it some time to breathe, right? I actually dropped my stop loss down because I was using my trailing stop loss, okay? I was using my trailing stop loss, okay, on Webull. I was using my trailing stop loss right here, okay? So what happened? We get 2 up on this candle on the 15. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now we're up in this trade. We up solid, like 10, 12%. Boom, go up. go up. And at this point, I'm just trailing my stop loss up. Just trailing my stop loss up. Just trailing my stop loss up. Right? This is exactly what I'm doing right here. I'm just trailing my stop loss up. End up being up about 67, 68%. Right? And I get stopped out. Okay? Take profit. Well, I will say stopped out at, it was like 66, 67%. Okay? Stopped out at 66% profit. I was just, so look, this is my trailing stop loss right here, right? All I did was when I took entry, my trailing stop loss was down here. Right? My trailing stop loss was down here. When I saw we went 2 up right here, started coming up, right? I started pulling it up, pulling it up, pulling it up, right? I was up 20%. I pulled my trailing stop loss to 10%. I was up 35%. I pulled my stop loss up to, 30%, right? Kept going. 50%, pulled my stop loss up to 40%, right? And just kept going and kept going and kept going. And then we ended up wicking down here and pulling back, and I was done. I was good, right? Done deal. And I got stopped out in the profit at 66%. Didn't have to think about it, right? Wasn't going back and forth on should I stay in, should I get out? No. I just kept trailing my stop loss up, right? If I was in this trade, maybe I would have taken profits at 20%, but my trailing stop loss allowed me to get an extra 40% of what I would have initially took, right? And then boom, right? So I robbed the market, right? And then I got in again after this 30-minute time frame right here, okay? I said 30-minute. I said we could go up to 330. So what did I do? I let it pull back a little bit. I took entry. It came up some. It was rejecting. And I just got out at 5% profit right here. Right? And then it ended up coming down. And this is the robbery that I'm talking about. Right? This is the robbery that I'm talking about. I robbed them right here before they robbed me down here. Right? And now they're trying to go back to the upside, right, later on in the day. But you guys see how it's like you rob them here before they rob you down here. Don't be greedy, right? Have a trailing stop loss. The trailing stop loss will change your life. We are in a period where you do have to, you see some solid profit, you got to take it because the market is going up and down crazy. It's very volatile. You can't sit here and be trying to hold off for 300% when you up 80%, man. Take that profit or have your trailing stop loss and then use your trailing stop loss and you're going to be good to go. All right. But we smacked Google today, y'all. All right. I want to say easy money, but trading is not an easy thing. But when you start to learn how to master yourself, it becomes a lot more simple. All right. If you want to come trade with us, man, come join the Discord. Click the link in the description. We do this every single day. Like I always say, man, make sure you guys get up out your head. Go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. Y'all have a great day. And I'm going to holler at you guys on tomorrow's video. Y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.